What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the KBR Sports YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning into today's KBR Sports YouTube video. If you are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys are subscribing to the KBR Sports YouTube channel, as well as hitting the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And guys, make sure you are liking this video, of course, because it always does support the channel whenever you leave a like. Likes are free too, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys leave a like and go ahead and comment while you're at it, because that's also free. You know what I'm saying? We all like free things in this world, and I'm telling you two things that you can do, well, three things really, that are free and that could actually improve your quality of life while also subscribing to the KBR Sports Podcast. You feel me? You with me, guys? I appreciate the feedback, guys, and the support that you all give on each video. But guys, of course, in today's video, jumping into talking about the Denver Nuggets and talking about how close the Los Angeles Lakers and the Nuggets playoff series was on the verge of being a solemn 3-0 lead in favor of the Lakers, a fate that no NBA team in league history has been able to come back from. The Nuggets rose up to the occasion, and their best player in the game was Jamal Murray. This was the first game where Jamal Murray imposed his will throughout the game in this series. Not to say that he played bad in games 1 and 2, but it wasn't the same Jamal Murray we saw from the Utah series that put the whole NBA world on notice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, Utah Jamal Murray.
Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
That Jamal Murray showed up and was forcing the issue with the Lakers defense. He forced the Lakers defense to adjust to him and continued to do it all night. There's a difference between forcing the defense to adjust to you instead of you adjusting to the defense. Just take a note of that, guys. His 28 points and 12 assists were huge in locking down the win. Sometimes it's easy to forget that Jamal Murray is the Nuggets point guard and not their shooting guard with how well he shoots the ball. He made a lot of great reads in game 3 as the Nuggets point guard and matched it with his scoring. Let's just look at the tape. Here, Denver runs a set for Jamal to get an open look here by running him off of multiple screens. The Lakers defense is doomed when Danny Green falls to the ground and is out of the play. Anthony Davis can't switch to chase Jamal Murray because he's guarding Paul Millsap under the rim. Despite how dangerous the 3 ball is in today's NBA, a layup or a dunk is still a higher percentage shot than a 3 because the shooter still has to make the shot at the end of the day, whereas a dunk, it's almost 9 times out of 10 a guy's going to be able to dunk the ball in. So AD can't leave Millsap, and JaVale McGee gets screened by Nikola Jokic, who's setting a moving screen, but we're just going to ignore that part of it. The Nuggets need Human Torch Murray to win this series, so getting him early action is smart by Coach Malone as it helps build his confidence from the get-go. Here's the point guard side of his game, recognizing the mismatch on the floor with Kyle Kuzma guarding Jokic. However, he can't make the direct pass into Jokic because AD is shading over to intercept a possible entry pass. So what he does is he passes it to Michael Porter Jr. on the wing and immediately tells him to give the ball to Jokic on the entry pass because it can be made a lot cleaner now. It leads to an easy bucket for Jokic, but the play doesn't happen if Jamal Murray doesn't force the offense to attack the mismatch. And we know of many times in NBA history where a big has a smaller player on them and they get mad when they don't get to attack that small player matchup. Now here they run a set to get Jamal Murray open, having him come off the Torrey Craig pin down screen and take the handoff from Mason Plumlee. He's seeing broad daylight here because Markieff Morris drops so far in his coverage to prevent the Mason Plumlee roll to the basket. Caruso does a great job of following Murray over the screen and makes him hesitate for a second, but once Caruso flies by, Jamal Murray lets it go. Because what you would like to see on this play is that Markieff hedge and recover if the Lakers' goal on this play was not to switch this matchup up. It would require Kuzma to tag Mason Plumlee on the roll to the basket and get out to Torrey Craig if the ball came his way, because Jamal Murray most likely either throw it to Mason Plumlee here and Mason Plumlee will kick out to Torrey Craig, or Jamal Murray would skip past that directly to Torrey Craig, just so you guys know. In whatever scenario that happens, Morris would then recover to Mason Plumlee and box him out when Kuzma is closing out to Torrey Craig. Which of the two scenarios would you prefer? The shot that Jamal Murray currently gets, or an open 3 from Torrey Craig, who's shooting 32.6% from deep this year? I think we all know the answer.
Hell no, to the no, 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 hell to the no.
Here, the Lakers defense just has miscommunication that results in a defensive breakdown. Rajon Rondo gets stuck on the bigger Mason Plumlee under the basket and wants to switch out of the matchup. He's communicating the switch to LeBron James, where you can see LeBron pointing for Rondo to take Craig on the perimeter. So Rondo goes for the switch. Markieff Morris goes for the switch mistakenly and tries to rotate to guarding Plumlee under the basket and leaves Monte Morris wide open, which is an easy pass for Jamal Murray to make for a knockdown jumper. LeBron has to be more conscious of the switch here, as well as move to faster cover Plumlee after Rondo vacates that defensive position. And that's also on Morris. That's just a miscommunication on both guys. They both are moving. They're both trying to move to different places. If Morris was intending to switch with Rondo, he should have had Rondo come out to Monte Morris on the three-point line instead of it being all this huge scramble on defense. There's this bad communication right there for the Lakers. I can honestly break down Jamal Murray tape all day. There's a lot to learn from how he plays the game. And even here, when you see the Nuggets run the same double screen set for him from earlier, and Dwight is still in drop coverage of the pick and pop with Jokic, this time Jamal Murray attacks Dwight and directly freezes him with a hesitation move and then goes right by him. However, Dwight is still in position to block Murray's shot here. So Murray wisely jumps into Dwight's body to nullify him from going up for the block. He had to contest through Murray's body to get to the ball, which would be a foul. And like I said in previous videos, like the Kyle Lowry video, Kyle Lowry does the same thing where he does the bump thing on a bigger guy so he can't block him.
Ooh, get out the way.
Now this was probably my favorite play from game 3 because he's aggressively attacks the rim and forces LeBron to come off Paul Millsap to help. One thing Murray does here I don't like though is he leaves his feet to make the pass. If Alex Caruso rotates to Paul Millsap 1 second sooner, then this is a turnover or a tip pass out of bounds. Because when Murray jumps, he limits his options and he has to force whatever pass he sees before landing and being called for a travel. If he keeps his dribble alive, he can reset the offense or continue to probe similar to how Steve Nash used to do back in the Phoenix days. Nonetheless, he gets it to Millsap and wisely relocates to space the floor since the defense collapses onto Millsap. Steph Curry is the best in the NBA at moving without the basketball and relocating to get a good look. So Jamal relocating and attacking Kuzma's closeout now forces the Lakers defense into scramble mode, where guys are flying everywhere to recover on defense. So Jamal jumps again to make the pass, but this time it isn't as bad since the shot clock is winding down and he's got limited option with the clock being as low as it is. He literally moves Rondo away from Millsap by looking him off and staring at Gary Harris in the corner. So Rondo is trying to rotate early and gets duped by Murray, which results in a Millsap dunk. This is just a great play by Jamal Murray in all honesty. Jamal the Blue Arrow Murray was just hitting his final dagger shot through every Lakers fan's heart, man, including mine. Says it all. It'll be a long series, and this is the Jamal Murray that shows up for the rest of the series. All right, guys, thanks for tuning into this KBR Sports video. I'm definitely as a Lakers fan, it's a series. I never wanted to take Denver for granted anyway. They beat a good Clippers team. They came back down from 3-1 two times in this postseason, y'all. So they shouldn't be taken for granted, no matter how good you might think the Lakers are, whatever the case might be. This is a dangerous team, so we should all take them seriously as they deserve and have shown throughout the postseason, especially if Jamal Murray and Jokic play at a high level. This team will be hard to beat. But guys, make sure you guys comment below. Let me know your thoughts. How do you think this series will play out? Do you think the Lakers will win it in maybe 5, 6, 7 games? Or do you think maybe the Nuggets will win it in 6 or 7 games? Let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. And make sure you guys are subscribing to the KBR Sports YouTube channel, y'all. Make sure you guys are joining the family. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And as well as subscribe to the KBR Sports podcast. I appreciate all you guys just loving the content I put out. I enjoy putting this content. It's honestly my favorite thing to do. A lot of times, man, I know sometimes we all stress about different things and different things make us feel relaxed and relieved. When I do this, I honestly feel when I'm at my happiest. So I appreciate all the support you guys give me on these videos and definitely all the love that you guys let me know if you enjoy a video and so on. But guys, make sure you guys go ahead and do that and like this video as well. But guys, until the next video, I'm out.